Next song is called All Falls Down, a corporation that the mixing was done by Mark Plati, a very, very good studio wizard from Manhattan, who actually produced, I think, 3 or 4 albums from David Bowie. He worked with The Cure, with Prince, New Order. Like he's like a legend of producing, and he helped us here a little bit with the song. It's also a very untypical Booka Shade song. The beat is more, I wouldn't say American, but it's not drum and bass. It's also not hip hop, but it's kind of a mix of these broken beat, American influenced, whatever it is.
Somebody said, this is a ballad.
Yeah, it's probably a ballad as well. But what we liked is the song is really strong, and the lyric is very, very good, and also the refrain again is very catchy, and I think it's the only song that has this verse refrain scheme, right? I'm not sure if any of the other songs has this, but it's not a track anymore, it's a song. And I think Mark did a great job mixing-wise. It's really, it's a big sound, and I love that big sound.
We didn't speak about Mark that much in the other tracks, so he helped us with Digging a Hole, so he did the mixing there, which worked really amazing. And he also worked on Eyes Open.
Yeah.
So this is where he came in and he took the song. We sent him the stems of the songs, and he came up with great mixing there. And in this song also, what's special about the sounds? Tell us about the Yamaha.
The thing is that for that particular song, I was looking around in my studio, because the rule for the album was that there were 2 rules. It shouldn't sound like Booka Shade, and the second was it shouldn't sound like tech house or techno. And I didn't want to do the same again and again, so I looked around in my studio, and there was in the corner, there was an unpacked synthesizer that I bought for $50 on eBay. And I just unpacked it. It was like, I remember that the power cord was like broken and everything. So for that track, I risked my life. Yeah. So then I packed it and I played the first few sounds, and they sounded really amazing. There was like a certain noise on it, which was, I don't know what it is. It's an old Yamaha synthesizer. So I played some chords. It was actually, can hear it on the track, it's a little bit detuned. I couldn't get it right, but I just left it because it felt so great. And that's what you hear in the beginning, these really old synthesizer brass sounds, which are pretty unique. I didn't hear any of these kind of sounds in plugins or something. So, and this was the basis for that song. And from that point on, it developed naturally, and suddenly we had this song together, and we sent it to Craig. He wrote the lyrics, we mixed it, and it was one of the more easygoing songs, I have to say.
Yeah. Normally in the production, for us as producers, it's always important to bring in a lot of different sounds, to have all the spectrum, and then there's some sampling here and some analog stuff there, and then we bring everything together. With this song, it was pretty much the whole song was done with one synthesizer. So there are all these different sounds, and but you don't really hear it. It just gives a certain atmosphere to the song, a certain roughness that would be probably difficult to get with all different kinds of synthesizers. So this was a quite lucky moment that we got there, that everything worked well with this one synthesizer. It's quite rare.
We can say it was a good investment. €50.
Yes.